Morning, guys. It's 5 a.m. and I am now on my way to KLIA. What's happening? Well, I'm taking the 9 o'clock flight down to Singapore, and from there, I'll be transiting over to this place called Ningbo. It's somewhere in China. It's my first time hearing of this place. I'm flying there to, well, on a media invitation, so I'm there on a media trip. This is subject for a separate video. So why am I driving and not taking a taxi? Simply put, the trip is only 3 days long. So the usual cost, if you take airport limo from my area in Kelana Jaya, it's about 60-70 ringgit per trip. If you're traveling for any duration of time less than 3 days, your parking fees in KLIA works out to be less than your taxi fare. And I do view that if, let's say, you travel for 4 days, 5 days, it's still okay to drive and leave your car there, because then what you consider whatever the extra, right, as a premium to the convenience of when you land back in KLIA. You don't have to queue and wait for the airport limo or your Grab ride or whatever. Once you land, immediately you just get into your car and get out. It's plain and simple. And now I will focus on my driving, and I'll catch up with you guys again after I check in at KLIA. It's boarding time. Flying Silk Air. 9 o'clock, no, 8:55 flight to Singapore. Okay, we are seated next to Ivan Choi of Otomachi.
Hi.
Very famous. Ini pula Haza konco abangan ni. Konco abangan dari Pandu Laju ni. Right, so we safely landed in Changi Airport. Now I've got to make my way to the transfer gate. So here I am inside Changi Airport shopping area. Looks very mewah. Can't remember the last time I'm here. Probably quite a few years ago, because usually if I come to Singapore, I would just drive down. Right? I think the last time I transited here in Changi was 2010. That time I was flying to Germany for a Volkswagen trip. So this time I'm flying down here and swinging back up to China, and this is literally the most fanciful, most expensive U-turn I've ever made. Okay, so just a quick recap of my flight experience earlier on Silk Air, flying from KL to Singapore here. 45-minute flight, very uneventful, smooth flight. The plane's comfortable, clean, overall pleasant experience. Served coffee, that was it. No snacks, but well, for a 45-minute flight, really nothing to complain about. Our next leg to Ningbo will be taking Scoot Airlines. So yeah, I'll check back with you guys later on how that is like. Still got about an hour to spend here before boarding. Oh, there's a Hennessy booth here in the middle of Terminal 1. Fancy decor, fancy setup. It's coffee bean. And check this out. So here we have sort of like an indoor garden feature here. Well, I should not disturb people taking their pictures. Well, wow! And what do they have here? It's be the 10th Changi Millionaire gaming booth. So you can win this Jaguar I-Pace here. Must be one of those, like, you know, you buy things here, then you shop and you submit your receipt and you stand a chance to win this all-electric Jaguar I-Pace. This is nice, actually. This is a very... Changi really is a well-furnished airport. I'm not that familiar with this airport because I have not traveled past here pretty often. But yeah, I can see why this is really an award-winning airport. very, very nicely appointed, very beautifully finished. You really feel it gives you a feeling that you feel special traveling through this airport. Right, it's almost 12 and we're getting ready to board our flight to Ningbo. That's a Scoot airline plane, and yeah, it's gonna be 5 hours inside there.
对呀，我老婆跟我讲了，一切两切都会下去。
Okay, so let's check out the menu. Okay, so this is the in-flight menu, pretty much like AirAsia, where you can order your stuff and pay as you order. The one difference, however, okay, so you have all these the miso chicken rice what rice lah. You have instant noodle and all that. The one difference is, compared to AirAsia, you get to order alcohol. So you got beer, you got whiskey, you got wine. The variety is not bad, but let's wait and see when they serve, see what's the quality of the food like. Oh, oops. So just now I was hungry, so the food came. I straight away finished everything. Got myself nasi lemak, rendang, chicken rendang. I don't eat boiled eggs. Got a box of chocolates too. Nice chocolates. Let's look at this. Ta-da! Ate one piece as well. I will enjoy.
Yeah. Hello.
What do you have?
Wait.
Nice ah?
Okay lah.
Okay ah, boleh pakai ah?
Boleh lah.
Boleh pakai. Okay. So the food review of Scoot Airlines food, in-flight food, not bad. It's 5:30 p.m. It just landed in Ningbo, and it's dark. It's already dark outside, so you can't. So all you see is just reflections. Yeah, the interior design of this is really looking like it really looks like a space station here. So now we're just making our way through to the arrivals counter and try to get out from the airport. So look outside there, lights. See those lights there? They are lighting up. Well, that is actually the shape of a ramp, of a traffic ramp. Okay, so we are walking out of the airport building, and oh fuck, yep, it's temperature is 8 degrees here. It's there's a bit of a chill, so I've got to wear gloves. All right, yeah, it's nice cooling weather. Luckily I've got my jacket here. So okay, it's honestly not a fan of winter climate. All right, what it means is that when you travel to winter country, you have to pack clothing, you have to pack thicker clothing and all that. Especially for work, I always prefer traveling to summer climate because you just come in whatever clothes that you wear back home. So yeah, okay. My body is feeling alright, but my palms really, because this one holding the phone, this one without gloves, this one is freezing. Okay guys, so we were on the road for 40 minutes in the bus from the airport. We have arrived at a place called Beilun District, and this is our dinner spot, restaurant called Alarman. It's a halal restaurant, well, of course, for the benefits of my Muslim friends who traveled with me. And you can see that apparently this place serves cuisine based from Zhejiang province, where they have a lot of Muslims there. So okay, so let's see what we have here. To the surroundings before I head up for dinner. Very quiet place. This area has a bit of a small town feel to it. The last time I came to China, it was to a place called Changsha. I've never heard of it before. I've never heard of that place before at that time. And when I reached there, I got a culture shock because that place, which I've never heard of before in my lifetime, bam, it was like a big metropolis that was bigger as hell than KL. So here today I'm in this Beilun province. It's it's a comparatively more quiet location, and as you can see along the road, a lot of very unique Chinese market specials. Check out this Volkswagen Santana, and this, what is this? It's a Volkswagen, alright, but let me just walk to the back and see the nameplate. This is the Bora, the Volkswagen Bora. Yep. Okay, time to go up for dinner. So let's walk into the restaurant, hear the music. Check out the decor, very Muslim inspired decor. As you can see just now, the patrons, a lot of people seeming of Middle Eastern descent. See the decor here. Hey, what's this? Kambing, this is lamb. It looks good. And okay, let's take one lamb for myself. And what's that?
That's chicken and potatoes.
Chicken and potatoes. Ooh, nice.
Do you have this kind of food in Malaysia?
Gonna get this time now.
Ada kalau pergi kedai Chinese.
Tapi the Chinese Muslim restaurant kat sana?
Let's try the chicken.
Oh yes.
Sorry.
Nice. Okay guys, I'm full. I tak lara to makan already, but
Kari sedap ah.
Jadi sedap.
there's still so much more on the table. You know what they say about the Chinese really overfeeding their guests, right? They are not joking, man. It's like the food on the table, this dish, that dish, all over there, right? It's like all came on the table after I like eat until full, cannot eat some more already. And just now we saw Sohai go and order rice some more. Hi guys, so it's 11:20 p.m. here. Reached the hotel an hour ago. Just finished, checked in, had some drinks downstairs in the bar. Then came up. So yeah, we're staying here in DoubleTree at Ningbo. So this place is really in the middle of nowhere. Reason why we are staying here is because this hotel is a mere 2 kilometers from where we intend to go tomorrow, and the subject of our agenda tomorrow will be featured in a separate video. Okay, so here the nearest thing that is of use to us is a convenience store, and that is located a kilometer away. Yeah, so there's really literally jack all to do here other than just enjoy the comforts of the room, but which I'll show you around. Okay, so here, okay, please don't mind reflections. That's the view outside. It's the view outside. Nothing much to see lah, really. Huh? Okay, it's the room. This is the room. That's the bed, bathroom, a rather large room. Wish I could bring my wife here. It's a rather large room to stay on my own. We use this bathtub. There's a shower there. Yes, rain shower. I absolutely love bathing in rain shower. Let's see what else functions do they have here. So here is, I've set up my workstation here. Got 2 plug points, universal plug points. and a USB port there, not in particularly good condition, but functional. I'm charging my Wi-Fi dongle here. Yep. So I'm charging my Wi-Fi dongle here. Amongst interesting facts is that Ningbo has a population of 8 million people. So that's more people here in the whole greater Klang Valley region. I'm talking about not just KL, but KL plus PJ plus Rawang plus Cheras plus Sri Kemang and all that. Ningbo is a bigger place than that with more people, double the population. And it's still considered one of the smaller towns here in China because you have places like Shanghai that is already at 20 million people. All right, cities easily on average here 10 million, 15 million people. So 8 million here, it's considered a small city. This place does have a relatively small town feel about it. Okay, not very congested, but we'll see what happens tomorrow. So it's morning now. Before we head to our work agenda, allow me to show you the view outside my room. So yeah, it's a this is we can see, well, that's looks like residential area. It's a residential area. I'm not sure what function that building is, but this runs across a river underneath. Bridge there is built with some fancy architecture, and down here you can see that's the driveway to the hotel lobby. There really is nothing in the vicinity. Yesterday, we asked if there's a bar or cafe here within walking distance. No, there isn't. Apparently, this whole area, the main activity here is in this part. Really, it is just manufacturing. So there are a lot of factories here. Of course, some homes for people to stay, but really that's about it. So this is the view, well, from the other side of the building. So I'm at the lift lobby. Check this out. This is part of the hotel building that you see here on the left. And this area seems to be, well, quite a lot of water in this area. I was told yesterday that Ningbo exists its other main economic activity is that it's a port. It's a very large port, right? One that handles 1 billion tons of cargo apparently per year. So yeah, and so this is really, we are quite near the seaside. Okay, that area over there looks probably like it connects to the sea. So we're getting ready to proceed with our agenda. It's cold out here. I think about what, 5 to 8 degrees, but it's a pleasant kind of cold. Got my gloves on. Yes, these are skiing gloves, a bit overkill. But these are the only, well, winter gloves I had, and I didn't have time to buy one more. My dressing, well, got this jacket. Inside wearing Uniqlo Heat Tech. Down there just wearing my jeans with Heat Tech trousers underneath. Right. So this is perfectly adequate to keep me feeling comfortable. All right, so that's it. Got to proceed with the agenda of the day, and I'll catch up with you guys later after our official program concludes. Okay guys, it's 6:40 p.m. here, right in the middle of Ningbo city. So we just spent the last 1 hour on the bus being shuttled here to dinner. Before that, we were a whole day in the factory being showed, well, something that I'll be sharing with you in a video to be released on 1st of February. All right, but yeah, so now here we are in Ningbo city. It's dinner time. It's time to rest and relax a bit. So let me just show you our surroundings. And this is our dinner place. Apparently, this is also halal food based on Xinjiang cuisine. Right, Muslim food, Chinese Muslim food. So let's step in. So here's our dinner place. As you can see, the Muslim styling cues here, interior decorations. Go inside for more. Nice, very nice deco. Alright guys, it's 8:30 a.m. Just finished dinner and it's raining and it's cold out here. And we've got an 8 o'clock flight to catch at an airport that is an hour's drive away from our hotel. So the group has made the decision that we will not proceed with any jalan-jalan after this. We are heading straight back to the hotel. I just came down myself to enjoy a bit of a breeze before we walk back to the bus. Yeah. This looks interesting. So this is just behind the restaurant that we were having dinner earlier, and this little beautifully lit street has a lot of makan places. So there's all these makan places, got ice cream. Not sure I want that in this cold weather. Got this souvenir shop here. This one, hello. All more makan places here. Okay. Yeah. Oh, this looks like a toy shop. Might even find something here for my kids, but probably not lah. All right. I think further up there looks like more cafes. But this is the most brightly lit zone. Got this little temple-like structure here. China Welfare Lottery. Well, I don't think I'll be able to benefit from that, even if I buy the winning ticket. What else do I have here? Got this a cafe. They call this Mommy Cafe. No, but actually it's selling like all those greeting cards, souvenirs, and more cards, books. This one also e-cafe, like a makan place. That's a baju shop over there. And what do we have here? Well, this one sells, I don't know, like all those beauty, looks like what, I don't know, I see all this cream and whatnot lah. Okay, and then we are reaching the end of the street. This one also selling all this food stuff here. This is probably a bakwa shop. Looks like a bakwa shop. And this one also another shop selling small little trinkets. And yeah, I'm here at the end of the street already. There's more there, but I don't think I have time for that. So I better head back to the restaurant and check in with my friends again. Alright, so yeah, this small little attraction here hidden inside the corner of Ningbo. And shall be heading back to the hotel, and I'll catch up with you guys again as we embark on our journey home tomorrow. Alright, it's 4:40 a.m. Day 3, getting ready for the journey home. I was just informed yesterday that there's this rather peculiar law here in China where buses are not supposed to hit the road until 5 a.m. So it means that buses can only, the earliest an express bus can be allowed on the road with passengers is 5 a.m. and yeah, so we're going to head down to the lobby, and the bus can only depart from 5 a.m. onwards, and that is a problem right now because the airport is 1 to 1.5 hours away, and our flight to Hong Kong departs in 3 hours at 8 a.m. So it's shaping up to be an interesting day. We're going to have probably breakfast here in Ningbo. Then we'll have lunch in Hong Kong, and then dinner at home in Malaysia. Jet setting life, yo. Okay, made it in time to the airport. Well, it was a good fortune that our flight slightly delayed anyway. Alright, supposed to have departed at 8:05, delayed to 8:25. The bus driver also got through for us. I think he guessed it a bit. Got us to the airport within an hour, a full half hour ahead of his estimated time. So I just got past security, immigration, and all that, and now I'm here where we are queuing up to board the plane. So we're flying to Hong Kong. We've got about 3-4 hour transit, and then onwards to home. So guys, as you can see, the Ningbo airport, it's a nice airport, right? Nicely built, but it's also a relatively small airport. Got this makan place here, we got the souvenir shop there, and that's it. The rest of it just gates. So you go outside there. Weather is weather is not terrific. It's raining here, so perhaps that's what led to the delay in the arrival of our plane. That's our plane that's going to be taking us to Hong Kong. Okay, so let's pray for a safe flight onwards to home. Okay, Abang KOL, syukur kita boleh terbang dengan Ivan Choi. Can't wait to go home, man.
Yeah, time to go home.
Time to go home. Okay, so we are being served our in-flight meal. Got fried noodles. I opted for fried noodles. Got a croissant here. Smells good. Let's try. Microsoft Surface that I've been using since 2015, and let me just try it. So the instruction is on Studio, connect, and so we have the port connection. This browser automatically launched. Voila, this is guys, so I've just landed at Cheklapkok airport. We've just went through all the what you call it, the security screenings, and now we are here in the shopping area walking towards our gate. So very busy airport. It's my first time here. I've never been to Hong Kong before. I have not visited all these oriental countries much. China, this trip was only my second time to China. Never been to Taiwan. This is also my first time setting foot in Hong Kong. This Cheklapkok airport. It's a constructed in the 1990s, an award-winning airport. Very busy, as you can see. With all the reports of the protests and all that happening in the territory, the insides of the airport is relatively insulated from what's going on out there. Of course, Bobby recently just brought his family here for a holiday. He had a rather uneventful time here. Okay, so very busy airport, filled with activities. With people, just a lot of people traveling. This is a very high traffic airport. Okay, so we're gonna have to take a train to our next gate, which is gate 40. Earlier on, after we landed, we took a bus to this terminal to undergo our security checks. Now we are taking a train to another terminal for our next flight. So the earlier delay of our previous flight has squeezed the transit time. So originally the flight itinerary planned for about a 4-hour transit here in Hong Kong. With the delay, we only have about just a little over an hour to play with. So we're just racing straight to our next gate. Alright guys, so safely landed. I've just cleared immigration. I didn't check any luggage, so I can hit straight off. Going to first I need to get out, go and drop off my international Samurai Wi-Fi. That one I took the China. I got this Samurai Wi-Fi package, right? I got a Wi-Fi dongle. It cost about 175 ringgit, top up with insurance, 111 ringgit for 3 days of data. So this one allows you to access Google, Gmail, YouTube, Facebook and all that, but you wouldn't want to use YouTube because of the limits of data. But at least you can still continue to use your WhatsApp and your Facebook and all that. And I went. Bye bye. Waiting for luggage. Yeah. Okay, see you. Bye. Hey guys, so I just walked from the arrival hall over there, and this place, this corner here next to the Menara Medical Clinic, Baggage Solutions, this is where I collect and return my Samurai Wi-Fi dongle. So this is my go-to solution for online for overseas roaming data. So the charges were 75 ringgit for 3 days of data in China, which also bypasses the Chinese firewall against Google and WhatsApp and Facebook, so I could use all of that. And during my transit in Hong Kong, I was also able to utilize the connection of the dongle, so it was good value. And so now I'm home. Okay, now walking back to my car. Let's just see how much is my parking going to cost. Okay, so now comes the moment of truth. Let's drop this in. And that's the bill. So 126 ringgit for 3 days of parking. It's not bad, but of course it's not a flat rate. The parking charges count by the hours. So if let's say like my stay here straight for another couple of hours, the fees increase accordingly. So, well, it's for me, it's a worthwhile charge because 126 ringgit. That's about the same as I would have paid for 2 ways of airport limo. So, definitely worth the while. Now the time is about 5 p.m. So let's get back to my car and hope I can beat the jam.